Hey, what's up, everybody? It is I, TJ, co-host of the Now Mind You podcast, back again with a new review of Tokyo Revengers by Kenwa Kui. We are reviewing chapter 274, titled No Holding Back. There are spoilers ahead. Where did we leave off? Last chapter, their fates are all connected. Let's get into a quick summary. Mikey lays out what the dark impulses are and his actions up to this point plainly and simply. How does Takemichi respond? Let me get into the review. It's always funny, and we gotta acknowledge the cold-ass artwork, the color pages, but it's always funny when the protagonist is never number one in the popularity contest of their series. This was super messed up in the sense that I guess it's just karma, right? The night Shinichiro died, he was actually looking for the old man he murdered, and he ended up dying in a similar fashion. Also, correction from last week, it looks like everyone is aware that Takemichi was that kid Shinichiro gave the powers to. What can we conclude, though, with the data we have been presented with so far? If you give the ability that is time leaping to someone, you lose it. I guess I was on the right track with my thoughts on that dark impulse, in the sense that it was kind of a curse or some type of rejection of the timelines, but really, I guess it stems from that old time leaper cursing Shinichiro, but it was a curse, right? Although I wonder about how solid of an argument that is if it actually stems from the time leaper cursing Shinichiro, because even though Mikey is attributing it to that, like that being the catalyst, it looks like that darkness was manifesting in Shinichiro way before that. Yeah, there's definitely some dark irony in this chapter, right? It's like kind of dripping with it. By doing everything to save his brother, Shinichiro ended up cursing him instead. Now Takemichi is low-key cursing, having to deal with the aftermath, right? I would have rather had this chapter last week, in all honesty, because it actually did answer the Kazutora question. Shout out Creepy Kitten, Moon, Fox, Guts Guy, Riolu, because they've been bringing this up in the comment section. But I think this did kind of tie up that loose end, right? The whole "it's all Mikey's fault" hits a little different now, right? Now, it wouldn't make sense to include this now. I'm going to throw this out there, but it would be nice if, like, in an extra story or some type of, I wouldn't say omake, but like the manga equivalent of some type of OVA, we get to see things from Kazutora's perspective. Like, is the reason why he started saying it's all Mikey's fault because he caught a glimpse of the rip in the timelines? Also, does this homeless man, like essentially, if we draw the conclusion we did earlier, does that mean the homeless man didn't time leap from the murder, like he's dead? And then this quote from Mikey: "That's why I pushed my friends away. I had no choice but to leave." Right. You still kept Haruchio close though, and you started a new gang, or you put your new friends in danger with your actions. Also, he could have just gone to prison. That also would have kept his friends safe, and by extension, society as a whole. I feel like I'm about to go berserk. Shout out, Guts. So, I'm the only one who can crush your dark impulses. Cue the African funeral steppers. Now, all joking aside, apparently that moved Haruchio to tears. Not that we care. How is he still alive, by the way? So, is Takemichi going to become a glorified punching bag that can dodge and occasionally hit back because of his instant foresight now? It reminds me of a parent letting their toddler go through some type of temper tantrum while everyone else is just like, why? That image of Mikey letting all that evil out was crazy. My predictions and questions: if we get another flashback next week, I'll probably be upset. We better just get into this fight. Also, I feel like Takemichi will live, but he's already pushing it. I'm conflicted in that I'm rooting for Takemichi, but maybe we're better off just taking Mikey to go see a priest to break this curse at this point. What's to say that blowing off that curse steam will truly be the end of it? If he survives this, would they have to do this once a year? I guess we'll see. All in all, this chapter tied up a loose end, but we should have gotten this last week. I can't wait to read everyone else's thoughts. Shout out as always, Creepy Kitten, Guts Guy, Riolu, Moonfox. Big shout out to the Manga Katana community. Thank you everyone for giving this a watch and a listen. And if you like what you're hearing, hit up the main podcast and give it a follow at Now Mind You Pod on all social media. That's NOWMINDYOUPOD. Now Mind You Podcast on all platforms. If you like what I'm doing, follow me, Tuss4Skate, TUSS4_SKATE. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, everybody. Peace.